Prince Harry's Invictus Games 2025 Unveils star-studded lineup, Jelly Roll, Bare Naked Ladies, and the War and Treaty. We are so honored and thrilled that so many incredible musicians want to be connected with the Invictus movement, Invictus Games COO Robin McVicker tells People. The closing ceremony of Prince Harry's upcoming Invictus Games is going to be one rocking concert. On November 20th, the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025 announced that the band Bare Naked Ladies and the duo War and Treaty will join Jelly Roll in performing at the closing ceremony of the Invictus Games in February. Jelly Roll's involvement as a headliner was revealed in a hilarious video released on November 19, where he gave Prince Harry a neck tattoo. The group of Grammy Award-nominated artists will perform at Rogers Arena in Vancouver, Canada on Sunday, February 16, 2025, closing the 7th cycle of the International Adaptive Sports Tournament for wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans that Prince Harry, a former captain in the British Army, founded in 2014. Robin McVicker, Chief Operating Officer of the Invictus Games, exclusively tells People that the Duke of Sussex had input in the headlining acts. We've been thrilled to be able to work with him on the approach to the ceremonies. We've kept him posted about shortlists and what we're talking about. He's had input, McVicker tells People magazine. Tickets for the closing ceremonies start at $61, with the price point designed to create greater access for the community. In September, the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025 revealed that the headliners for the opening ceremony will be Noah Kahan, Nelly Furtado, and Roxane Bruneau. Speaking about all the starry talent, McVicker tells People magazine, "We are so honored and thrilled that so many incredible musicians want to be connected with the Invictus movement." She adds that Prince Harry was delighted that Jelly Roll joined the lineup. The country music superstar is also People's cover star this week. The Duke was so thrilled to be able to have Jelly Roll to be able to agree to play at the closing ceremonies. It's such an honor. We've been keeping it a secret for a little while. We're thrilled with Jelly Roll's announcement of his major tour that's going to be hitting Canada as well, McVicker says. Speaking about the Save Me singer's philanthropic interests, McVicker described the star as committed to causes that align with the Invictus mission. Jelly Roll is absolutely committed to the causes that are important to the Invictus movement. Not only is he supportive of the Wounded Warrior Project, but he actually is deeply involved in an organization that provides scholarships for the family and friends of service members who have been injured so that they can get the best education and its scholarships, she tells People magazine. From an Invictus perspective, every Invictus athlete brings 2 family and friends to the games because it's a family that goes through this challenge or struggle. It's a family that we need to constantly work with and support from a community perspective, so Jelly Roll just connects. Jelly Roll isn't the only closing ceremony headliner with a tight tie to Invictus ethos. The War and Treaty, an Americana duo starring husband and wife team Michael Trotter Jr. and Tanya Trotter, can especially connect as Michael is a U.S. veteran. Michael is a veteran for 20 years. He was in the Iraq War. He did 2 tours. He also struggled with PTSD, so he just connects with the mission and movement of Invictus and really wants to be part of what we're doing and what we're putting forward, McVicker tells People. Touching on the other talent, the executive says Kahan and Furtado, who is from British Columbia, are commendable for how they highlight mental health. Prince Harry and his wife, Duchess Meghan, have made advocating around mental health a core value of their work through their charitable Archwell Foundation. When we think about the opening ceremony, we talked about Noah Kahan, who is a huge up-and-coming artist. He really is looking at mental health and how do we make sure we're putting people's mental health first and foremost, she says. Same with Nelly Furtado. Not only is she an incredible local British Columbia internationally acclaimed artist, but she is somebody who has been very open about ensuring that she is taking care of her mental wellness. When it came to the closing ceremony, McVicker says it wouldn't be a party without Bare Naked Ladies. We could not forget the Bare Naked Ladies. We can't close a show in Canada without making sure that one of Canada's greatest bands is doing an amazing set at the end, so we can send everybody off after experiencing what is going to be a spectacular 11 days in Vancouver and Whistler, she says. The next iteration of the Invictus Games will be held in Vancouver and Whistler, Canada, from February 8th to 16th, 2025. Around 550 competitors from up to 25 nations go for the gold in 11 adaptive sports, including the debut of several winter sports for the first time. Prince Harry's full remarks in Canada. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you all for being here tonight and for your commitment to making Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025 possible. These games have been so warmly welcomed by our 4 host First Nations who have opened their arms and land to each of us, not only tonight, but in the lead up to and during the games next year. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Your generosity is cherished. Our collective journey through truth and reconciliation is an important one for all of us. And as we come here to learn, my hope is we can depart and return as friends. When I am with the Invictus community, surrounded by so many brave men and women who have served their countries with distinction, I feel humbled and at home. Your passion, commitment, and spirit has built a platform on which British Columbia will develop our first ever winter hybrid games, including first-time sports sit skiing, sit snowboarding, curling, biathlon, and of course, skeleton. As we look forward to next year's games, we are reminded of the progress we have made, the challenges we have overcome, and the victories we have celebrated. Our journey has been marked by courage, determination, and an unwavering commitment to shared values of service, sacrifice, and community. This year will mark 10 years of the Invictus Games. The past decade has been a testament to the power of resilience and the unbreakable spirit you all exemplify. And boy, have we had fun on the way. From this trip, I am happy to report the air is thick with excitement, and the best part is we're just getting started. The Invictus Games are not just a competition, they're a way of life, a celebration of the human spirit. The games provide a platform for us to showcase your abilities, to inspire the world, and honor the sacrifices of those we have lost. It is a reminder that we are not defined by our injuries, but by our strength, our commitment, and our ability to overcome adversity. Invictus is not necessarily about winning a medal, but about the bonds that are built between nations, about the shared journey of recovery that competitors and their families are a part of. Tonight, we take one big step on that journey, and in less than 365 days, we welcome the world to join us once again for another epic week. I ask each of you tonight to go out and share our message with the world. Tell your friends and family, your network, that on February 8th, 2025, they should join us here, or make sure they are tuning in and watching, sharing stories on social media, and continuing to share the Invictus spirit long after the games are over. As we continue to prepare for next year, let us remember the words of William Ernest Henley, the poet whose work serves as the namesake for the Invictus Games. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Let us embrace these words, and let us continue to inspire each other and the world with courage, with leadership, and with fortitude. Thank you, and I can't wait to see you back here in Canada very soon.
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I've not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll, I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul.